just trust them, tell them the problem, don't think. As you say, दिमाग मत लगाओ. सच में, just tell them the problem, ask for a solution, exactly apply that.
Hi guys, welcome to another case study of Venus, and this time we have a new niche. We have a dating coach who has been able to achieve approximately 1.5 lakhs per month on an average as a dating coach in India. And today Nishant will be sharing with you on what he has done, what are his secret sauces, how he is able to build the funnel, how is he able to scale his business, and what he has done multiple times to get to the situation where he is right now. And you'll be getting a lot of golden nuggets today. So watch this interview very clearly. Welcome Nishant, welcome to the Kingdom Club Venus. Before we move forward, just give a brief about yourself, who you are, what you do, and a little bit of background.
Definitely. First of all, really glad to have be here, Himanshu. A big fan. Ever since I've joined ICE and everything, I've been watching your modules, and I'm just like mind blown by all the content that you have created. So like, I'm just surprised that one person can actually create such a structured course and everything, right? So I would recommend everyone. I mean, this is not. I'm just starting, but like, I would just recommend everyone to at least take a look at what he has to offer, and it's just mind blowing, right? Yeah. To introduce myself, I am Nishant, as I said, right? I am a dating coach. You can consider me among the best in India. I'm still learning, and I have definitely a lot to learn because I just love this thing, dating in general. So about me, I would say, there was a problem with me in terms of dating, all through my life. I have not been, very good with women. I, was not very social, and all of these problems are actually pretty common, which I realized, after getting into this niche. So, this was something that I'd been dealing with for quite some time. So, my quest for knowledge to understand, like, what exactly work and, what is the dynamic exactly? Why do I, why am I being called the nice guy and this and that? So in the quest for that knowledge, I just, tried to search through various resources and, understand what exactly works. So, after researching everything and all of that, I just decided to, quit my software engineering job, a very well-paying job, to just pursue this thing, because this thing has really changed my life, right? And I really believe that there are so many men out there who, just don't understand, what is not working for them. And even after earning so much money, because most of the clients that I've gotten, they're very rich, they're very successful. Contrary to what we think, the guys who are not good with women probably are losers. That's definitely not the case. There are some amazing high achievers who, just don't know how to deal with it because we never worked on it, right? So yeah, that is kind of, you can say, the reason I am so passionate about this thing. And yeah, that is kind of my introduction.
Awesome, man. Lovely, lovely. So your why was that you were having this quest of the women's side, this area of life which you were not able to understand, and then you're like, let me get into this and solve this up, and now you help other people do that.
Exactly, because rest of the things were handled, and I realized that even money and everything did not really solve it. So yeah, I was like, let me just handle this thing, right on.
So for all the guys who are watching this and being like, I'm also struggling in dating, what's your one piece of advice?
I would say, don't try to figure it out on your own. It took me 7 years, right? Save your time. It is actually pretty easy to solve. There have been so many clients who have, gotten results within just 2 or 3 days of, you can say, me personally coaching them. And to some guys, it might be like, this is not possible and everything. But you guys really do not realize how easy it is, right? Just like business, I would say, right? I never.
So is it something that gets like naturally to you? Like, for example, it's natural for me. I have never learned about it. I've read some books about it, but I've never, like learned it thoroughly. But still, I'm good at it. I'm not like weak on it on this area. So
I don't doubt. But like, the thing is, for the people who are
natural also.
So some people get it naturally, Himanshu. So if you get it natural, that's the best thing.
I'm just curious about it.
Yeah, that's the best thing if you get it.
मुझे कोई problem तो नहीं natural आ रहा है.
No, that's even better. That's even better.
Yeah. So how did you find me? Like, how did you stumble upon me?
Yeah. So after all these jobs, software engineering jobs, very well-paying jobs, I was like, I'm just not happy, because it was like I'm just working for someone else at the end of the day. And it so happens that like when you're doing something that you're really not passionate about, so you are not really appreciated for that as well, because effort 100% nahi aata. So I got to know about you when I thought of starting a business. There was a friend of mine, and like he was like, "Bhai, there is this guy Himanshu Agrawal, and he's like so amazing. He has done so much in, you can say, the online coaching niche and everything." I was like, "Bhai, theek hai, let's buy him some course on it." So that guy actually went to your this Mega Mind, right?
Offline.
So he actually attended. Yeah. He attended the Mega Mind, and he was like, "Bhai, mereko lena hai." So he actually, I think it was his uncle that he actually, asked money for, कि हमें यार pay कर दो कि हमें करना है. तो उनके नाम पे हमने दोनों ने लिया था. So the two of us are sharing, but like it was in the name of his uncle. So that is how I got to know about you, कि like because he went to the Mega Mind and he was like कि भाई, I was just mind blown. That is what he like told me. So I was like कि भाई तो मेरे को करना ही है.
What was the name of the
Yeah.
guy?
He's Karthik Negi.
Ah, I know him. Yes, now
Yeah.
I remember.
Probably
Got it.
heard a lot about him. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Got
Hmm.
it. Lovely. So, you got a referral from your friend. This guy is
Yep.
good. You can check
Hmm.
him out. Got it. Got
Yep.
it. What changes did you do, after going through the modules and everything? What changes you
Hmm.
do? And what were you feeling when you were going through those changes?
Yeah. So one of the biggest changes that I realized was because none of my family members have ever been like none from my family has been in a business, right? So I didn't really understand how a business works in the first place. So when I decided I have to start something before your modules, right? Before realizing that there is someone who can teach me, I actually started with creating the course, which is the beginner mistake
Biggest
everyone
mistake.
does. Yeah. And like I was like कि भाई मेरे को लग रहा है इसमें time लगेगा, and I like genuinely had a timeline. I thought 3 months to just make the course, and it seems like 3 months में I've even made my first sale like after contacting you. So the biggest thing that I realized was कि business is also a skill set, just like dating. Business is also a skill set. There are phases, there are modules. If you just get someone who tells you कि कब क्या करना है, it's much faster. And it's like just another skill set. So you do not even need to think. You just learn and apply. That's it. So that is the biggest change. Also, I understood ki for a good business, you do not need good marketing, or you can say good content, because that is also you can say one thought that I had. What I realized was ki bhai, because you talk about it so much in the modules and the calls, ki the biggest thing that you should understand is how to serve your clients better. Yeah, what do your clients really want? That really changed my perspective. Because earlier I was like कि भाई मैं ये वीडियो बनाऊंगा, ऐसे बनाऊंगा, like बहुत खतरनाक एडिटिंग करूंगा. Ever since I've stopped editing videos, it saved me so much time, and it has just made my content shoot up. So I just realized most of the things that we do, we just do through common sense, and those aren't generally the best possible ways of doing things. So that would be, you can say, the game changer for me.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And what were your favorite tools and templates throughout the whole program?
The best was the landing page. I did not expect कि इतना simple हो सकता है, because when I tried to make it, I fucking made a website and it was actually pretty good looking. But then I realized कि one is good looking and one is good converting. Function versus how it looks. So that is what I'm saying. Like these are so small things. Like to someone, if he was to look at the landing page, he would be like, yeah, this is very simple. But that is the fact. It's simple because it has so much of knowledge condensed into that just little form. So that I would say it is just amazing that such a simple landing page can actually draw so much of traffic and is so high converting. So yeah.
And like when you're in a job and you left your job, you're doing this for the first time, you don't have confidence about the skill that you have because you're good at it, but
Yeah.
it's not like I can teach it to people or people can also get the results that I have. What made you charge high ticket, or what made you charge good amounts for the thing that you're giving to people and get that confidence?
So basically, I would say my business coaches and the modules only. So you can assume I really had no knowledge about business, and when I got into the mentorship, I assumed कि whatever you tell me, I'll just follow blindly. Okay? That is how learning should be. And like it was literally what you told me. You were like at least it should be at least 10,000, right? And like because I've seen it when I was doing it on my own, I've seen that guys were ready to pay even more for that. And if they pay more, I get more incentive to work harder. Right. And that was because that really clicked with the things that you were talking about. So I was like, okay, let me just charge high ticket. So I started charging high ticket, and to my surprise, it is literally the way to go, because customers get better service, you get better money, everyone is happy, and at the end of the day, you can actually do more for the clients, and they treat you like so specially ki this guy actually has putting in effort for us. So that was the reason.
And I remember in the module I spoke that you at least you charge 50,000, 60,000 rupees. And if you're really like starting out, just charge 10, 20,000.
If you're starting out, then start 10,000. Yeah.
And then start with 10, 20,000. Makes
exactly
sense. Completely makes sense. So to charge that amount also, you need to make your product and service good. What changes you made on your product and service side to make it really good?
Yeah. So for that, like the modules obviously helped. So one thing that I did was to clearly understand, as you had said, you should understand the client's needs very correctly and deliver on those. So I realized ki most of the guys, like first of all, almost everyone has the problem with dating, right? But no one talks about it. Okay? There's a stigma about it. No one talks about it, but everyone has that problem. So I was like, what are the problems? Guys are lonely. Guys are desperate. Okay? They do not have skills to talk to women. Like dating is one thing, but at times guys just even hesitate to talk to women. That also leads to not being social. these are the things that I realized through the modules. Yeah, these problems exist, but if I just tell them, "Bhai, work on your dating," who would work on their dating? They need to understand what the problems are. And have I faced those problems? Yes, being a software engineer and everything, I've faced those as well. So these were the kind of the changes that, instead of talking about, the solution directly, first address the problems. Ki, dekho, I see the problems, I understand the problems, and then offer the solutions. What are simple solutions? Ki, bhai, if they just know how to talk to women, if they just know what to talk about in the first place, right? They are not confused, they have a structure, right? And contrary to what people think, dating actually has a structure. They might not know it is actually just another structured skill set. So basically those were the
dating
changes.
Has scripts, dating has phases, dating has all these things.
Exactly. But I do not follow scripts, but I totally get your point. Yeah, totally. So literally everything has a skill set, right? So this as well, dating is just another skill set. So basically the marketing and you can say, the connecting to the customer part was actually what changed. So I just realized this is what is supposed to be done. And that is why I just, try to make it such that the clients understand and I connect to the clients. Ki, bhai, this is what I'm offering and this is what you'll get. Moreover, one more thing, I changed the method of teaching as in, right? Earlier, I was thinking of just giving in-person coaching. That would take a lot of my time and that would really tire me so that I cannot really put in effort for the next client. When I started online coaching, that gave the clients more time. I could talk about a lot of problems because I'm not just good in dating. I've been, you can say, very productive. I'm good in fitness and everything. So I just ensured that I also handle other areas of the client's life so that dating is just a part of their life and not their whole life, right? They don't get obsessed by it. So majorly, yeah. So you can say just value additions and at the same time, better, you can say, connecting with the client. So all thanks to you guys.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
What's your sales process right now? Like to get a stranger to a paying client, what's your process?
So I have a YouTube channel, right? And you might think, why am I talking about the YouTube channel in the first place? Because most of my sales in the last month, or in the, you can say, the phase where I got the most of the leads, it was through one of my videos which really blew up, right? Because in that video, what it is basically hidden camera footage of me talking to a girl and just explaining everything what is happening, right? So, and through that video, the guys reached out to me, and through my landing page, they clicked on the landing page, then there is a VSL, then they watch the video, and then they book the call. So basically, most of the leads are pre-sold, right? Just as you explained, most of the leads are pre-sold. They already know what is going on. And when it's the call, it's just me just basically telling them ki this is what we will be talking about and everything, and it is difficult. Would you like to continue? They'll be like, yes. If they are serious, only then I take them. Yep. So basically, this is the sales process, and at the moment I just handle everything myself because also one more thing I would like to thank you for was the sales script. Me being a very honest and humble person, sales has been the weakest part of my life, right? So initial sales call, actually, I without the script, I actually went haywire. But once I got the script, like it just took me like a couple calls, and now I'm very, very good at sales as well. So all thanks to you, because otherwise I might have to take another course for sales. Right. So your sales script and everything just worked wonders for me.
Lovely. So very simple. Make videos on YouTube, get them to your resale funnel, get on the call, use the sales script, convert.
Yep.
That's the whole process.
Yep.
And with that process, I think last month you did around 2.5 lakhs.
Yes.
Crazy, man. Crazy. And what was the happiest day after joining ICE?
Genuinely saying, for the most people, the happiest day would be where they got the money. But I have been, so for me, dating as well, dating was actually something that really took a lot of patience and effort. So now I understand you can say the power of processes. Literally, the happiest day for me was the day I created the vision board, because I had so much faith in you, because you literally laid it out like a logical process. I was like, bhai, if this person is sure, I'm damn sure that this thing will work. The happiest day for me was this vision board, because I have a belief now that these things can be achieved. So to lay down actually that this life can be achieved was the happiest day for me, genuinely.
Makes sense. So this laying out with the whole clarity, like what do you want in future? This gives that, boost in the body to get this thing done. Awesome. In our community, we don't only talk about like the results we have got as business owners, but also the results our clients are getting. What results your students and clients are getting?
So yeah, very good question, and thanks for bringing it out. So many of the people have realized that although they joined a dating course, they have gotten very serious about their life in itself, right? And since you introduced me to business, I tell all of them ki bro, dekho, once you realize abundance in dating, you would want abundance in your life as well. That can only happen through a business. So you can say it's just good karma that you taught me about business. I'm referring them back to you. I'm like, you guys do understand business and this and that. So most of the guys are so happy for the fact just that they have, you can say, taken control of their life again. Because otherwise they're into that cycle of depression, then feeling bad, then cutting down on their work, and just spending more time on social media. Now they have gained control of their life. That is just a general thing that most of the clients have noticed. So many clients have gotten their girlfriends. So many clients have actually lost their virginity, right? Because with so many guys, the thing is they never get into relationships in the first place, right? So many results for so many clients.
Relationship is a long thing. Just talking to a woman for like half an hour and being able to control that conversation is very hard for some men.
Exactly. And since you mentioned, the surprising thing is I do not even consider that a result right now, because almost every client has gotten that. Almost every client. And these are guys who have never talked to women. Just if even think about it. Right. So I'm so happy for that, because this had been something, I have always wanted to work on. And to be able to do it, it's so fulfilling in the first place.
Got it.
So yeah.
So results part is sorted. Now you know how to produce results and get money from the client as well.
Yeah.
You are building the business, you know the process as well. What are you working on right now? Like, what's the next plan?
Good question. So I because all of these leads just came in through my YouTube videos. So yeah, again, you can say this kind of, is thanks to you, because I did not even need to run ads till now. This all is through organic content, no ads. So my plan is to run ads as soon as possible. Yeah, that is kind of the next phase, and also just to scale up a little bit, right? So as you can say, I'm planning a lot of big stuff, as in in-person coaching, as I told you, in-person coaching, where for 3 days I actually stay with the clients. We talk about everything. We talk about business. We talk about lifestyle for those 3 days, right? And I go with them in the field. I help them talk to women. I show them how to do that. That is what I'm planning on a bigger scale. So basically that and the ads. This is kind of what I'm working on right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are teaching how to make a business, how to do all of this and everything. What made ICE stand out? Like, why did you say the ICE? I'm going to ICE, never ends.
Yeah, thanks for bringing this question up again, because the answer that I'm going to give actually had forgotten to even mention this. Your love with AI is just crazy. I've seen, like one time, this is what I did. I was actually planning to start a webinar. I saw your ad again after I joined ICE. I saw your webinar again, and I actually joined it. I paid for it, because the value that you gave even on the free webinar was so insane. And in that webinar, I saw that the new content is with all of this AI stuff, right? You created this landing page through in that webinar through AI, and I was like, bhai saab, this is so insane. So the reason I joined is because you always offer such convenient solution to things, Himanshu. That is just mind blowing. I'm surprised, because I can bet, like, if you're so good at business, you probably are so good at lifestyle as well. Just like you created my vision board and stuff, right? So that is kind of what really motivated me to join, in ICE instead of the others.
Got it. There might be some people in your batch who have not got result as fast as you. They will get the result, I'm sure, but they've not got as fast as you. What is your advice to people who are in your batch, so they can get a result faster?
So this thing actually I noticed in particular, because back when I was starting, I had left my job. I had no plan B. So I was really wondering whether this thing will work or not. I actually met a few people who had tried to start their business and failed. And at that time, I really could not understand why they failed. But now when I look back, I see their problems clearly. One biggest problem is people really do not charge high. They don't do high ticket. That is what one person I've seen personally. They don't charge high. They don't do enough work, right? They just are thinking that it will fail. They really are not passionate about it. So I would just say, genuinely the coaches know the stuff that they're coaching. The personal coach that you offered me, Miss Alex, she was amazing as well, right? We used to connect, the call was actually, we can say bi-weekly, but she was so nice to actually connect me, in between as well, because she was like, you are working so hard, you're putting in so much effort, I can see that. So, much appreciation to that as well. So the point being, this is the advice that I would give everyone, the coaches really know the stuff that they're doing, right? Just trust them, tell them the problem, don't think. As you say, dimag mat lagao. Such mein, just tell them the problem, ask for a solution, exactly apply that. Yep, that is the suggestion that I would give.
Makes sense. So people are not putting enough effort, and secondly, they're not that much serious about this game. That passion is not coming out for this.
Yep, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
What is your advice to people who have not joined ICE? Because the majority of people who are watching this video are not part of ICE or any other program. So they're thinking, should I join? Should I not? What's your advice to those people?
So it is surprising that ever since I started my business, I have actually started, telling other people that how easy businesses are basically. Because to be honest, I have been, in a software engineering thing, did my BTech from a very prestigious college. It's been like 7 years of a journey, which ended because I was not happy. 6 months, and I'm really living the life that I've always dreamed of. I would just suggest that, bhai, you do not know what is possible, and that is what is stopping you. For once, have faith, okay? Trust the people. For 6 months, just try it. Okay? It's just the time investment. Okay? Because anyways, you would spend that money anywhere, right? It's just a 6 months of time investment. Invest it. If it does not work, then you can complain. But bhai, until you try, you cannot say. So trust me, so many people. But again, when I started out, I was so sure this was going to succeed. When I started ICE, I actually had thought in my mind, 6 months ke liye to, even if I get 0 by the end of 6 months, I'm doing it 100% daily. Mere 3 months mein result aa gaye because I was serious. I was putting in effort. Ever since I got results, so many people have actually, like booked calls with ICE, my friends, because they were like, tera ho raha hai to hamara bhi hoga. But I was telling them from day one ki bhai, ye hoga hi hoga, because it is just another skill set. So all I would suggest is ki bhai, go for it. Yaar. I mean, if you are really, passionate about starting a business, there is no better place than ICE.
Yeah. For all the people who want to know more about you, where they can find you.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel. Best place is that, because most of the people might still be skeptical about whether dating is a skill set or not, right? So I'm not a very particularly good looking guy. I'm not tall. I don't have, you can say, very good facial features and anything for that matter. I just have the skill set, right? And my confidence. So, YouTube is a good place. I have my YouTube channel, Dating with Nishant. You can watch the videos there. Just see my technical knowledge there, my skill set, right? And if you guys want, you can also follow me on Instagram, and there are other resources as well.
Lovely. So all the guys who are looking for links, I'll put all the links in the description so that you can check it out from there. I think that was good enough, Nishant. Thank you for letting out your secret spells laid out over here so that other people can get the value. Thank you so much for taking action at ICE, and you've done really a great job.
Thank you.
Going to a taboo subject as a niche and then playing it out bigger, there is a very big courage that you have. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for being a great student at ICE. And I want to see you soon at Crores, recording another interview. Where
definitely looking forward to
we
it.
transition to the Crores fall apart.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the Empire Club dinner. Thank you.
अगर ये इस टाइप की वीडियो पसंद है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब मत करो. Click on my channel, see all the videos. If you feel like there are videos which can actually help you, then so click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for the notifications.